Alright, I'm going to show you how to figure present value, future value, and payment. This is going to be beneficial if you are planning on investing money, want to know what it will be worth in the future, what it will be worth today, and also the biggest one here is the payment. If you'd want to get a loan, how much would your payments be? And that happens a lot with cars and homes and such. Alright, so on your screen you'll see that I've got future value, present value, and payment. So I'm going to walk you through how to do each one of these. So the first one says future value. Here's an example. What if, oh that's a typo, you put $5,000 into an account earning 5% interest for 6 years? What would that be worth in the future? So you're going to put $5,000 in a savings account today. Let it set for 6 years earning 5% interest. What is that going to be worth in the future? Alright, so you need to do this in Excel. And this is called the function button or an insert a function, and this is how we do these special types of formulas. So you're going to hit the FX button, and future value, the code for it is FV. You can see down here in this box the FV has been selected already. If it is not down there, you can come up into this search box and do FV and hit search and it'll bring it up. So you want to make sure you're in future value, click OK. Rate wants to know what the interest is. You can just put in there 5%. NPER means the number of payments, and we're going to do this for 6 years, so that's going to be 6. And right now we're going to put in $5,000, so that counts as a present value, meaning we have $5,000 today that we plan on investing. What is that worth? It shows you the answer right here. Now this shows a negative number. Obviously it is not negative. If you put your present value in there as a negative, it will make that a positive number. So you would, if you put $5,000 in there today, you would, and let it set for 6 years and earn 5% interest, that money would be worth $6,748 when you're done. Alright, so that is an FV function. Rate 5%, NPER, the number of periods, is 6, and present value, like what you're putting in today, is $5,000. Alright, now we're going to move down into present value. I'm going to go back to my FX button. It says we want to accumulate $300,000 25 years from now. So you decide to put money into an account earning 5% interest. How much would I have to put in that account to get to $300,000? So we know that we want $300,000 in the future. We've got to figure out what we need to put in today to make that happen. So we're trying to figure out what the present value of that money is. Okay, once again, present value is a PV. If you do not have it down in this listing, then up here at the top just do PV and press enter. So PV, click OK. The rate is 5%. The number of periods, we're going to do it for 25 years. And the future value, we want it to be $300,000. So what do I have to put in today? So I'm going to put my $300,000 in there. Once again, that is a negative number. So if I put in this as a negative, then it's going to show me my answer right down here. But if I click OK, it'll go ahead and put the answer in the box. So I would need to invest presently $88,590.83. Let it set for 25 years, earning 5% interest in order to get to $300,000. Alright, now payment. This one's probably the most practical for most people. They want to borrow money to buy a house, a car, a truck, go on vacation, whatever, and they want to know how much their payments are going to be. That's how we know whether we can afford it. In this example, we're going to buy a $120,000 house. We're going to do a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, and right now the bank will loan you the money at 6%. Alright, so I'm going to go back to this FX button, and payments are PMT functions. If it's not listed down in your list, just do a PMT, hit enter, and it'll bring it up. So I'm going to do a PMT for payment. Now, the thing with this is we want to make sure that our rates and our periods are the same, meaning that 6% interest is a yearly number, and we want to know monthly payments. So those two aren't jiving. So I'm going to say that my rate is 6%, but I need this in a monthly breakdown. So I'm going to divide that by 12 to indicate to me that that's really 0.005 of interest per month. My periods, I'm going to do 30 years, but I'm going to multiply it by 12 because I want that into a monthly. So really that's going to be 360 months. So 0.005 worth of interest for 360 months. Now, do I want to do a present value or a future value? You're going to want to put this in present value. We're going to figure out, and don't put commas in there either. We're going to find out that once again, this is showing a negative number. If I put this in as a negative, it will show a positive. That my payments on this house will be $719.46. So if that's too high for you, you need to try to get a loan amount that's cheaper, so 4% maybe. Or maybe you want to extend out your payments a little longer. Now, the longer you do that, the higher your overall interest will be. Something else to think about, if you have a $120,000 home, you're purchasing a $120,000 home, and maybe you've got a couple of $1,000s to put down. So when you come back into this formula, maybe you're only going to borrow $118,000. Okay, so if you have a down payment, that's going to change the amount that you borrow. So make sure you put the borrow amount in that present value box. So that drops my payment down to $707.47 roughly. And so just make sure that the number you put in here is the amount that you actually want to borrow. So in Chapter 5, you're going to have to figure future value, present value, payment, mainly just payments. But I hope this helps.